everyone, this is Shannon from Grow Roots. Welcome back. Today I am going to try to trim my Sunshine Ligustrum into a standard form, basically just taking away the branches from the bottom part, and there's one main branch that goes up into most of this, and so my plan is to kind of keep it there, or at least to a few main branches at the bottom, and then that creates a ton of room underneath for some shade or part shade plants or ground cover. And right now is the best time to do that. It is fall. It's not going to be scorched by the heat, although it is still a little bit warm here in North Texas in very late September. But I figure our nights at least get pretty darn cool, and this plant is a rock star. I think I could do this any time of the year and be fine. But just to be sure, we're doing it when the temperatures are a bit cooler. We're not in the heat of summer. So here we go. So just to give you an idea of what this looks like in the undercarriage, the understory, you can see there's really two main branches maybe. So this is going to make it pretty easy. I'm basically going to take off all of this stuff, maybe from... See, it gets really dense up here, and I think that's just a natural way that I'm going to cut it. It's a natural break in the plant. So I'm just going to get rid of all of this stuff under here, and then it's going to be limbed up and kind of in a tree form, and I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Okay, so here's the finished product, or so far. I think I'm done for now. I may choose to do more later, but it's fantastic. It looks so good. Let me just show you. This is the top of it, and then here is the understory. Undercarriage, understory. So there are two main branches, 1, 2, There's a couple of ways I could have gone about this, but I didn't really want to completely change the shape of this top portion because it's so beautifully shaped, like, you know, kind of lollipop shaped. And I didn't want to change that, so I decided basically to just get rid of all of the horizontal branches that are under here and keep the vertical branches. That's what I decided to do. So you can see kind of a close-up of all of my cuts. I used my pruning shears for this. I have a little tiny saw, but I really wanted to be pretty meticulous and precise on this and only cut certain branches, and I was afraid the saw would take off more than what I wanted. And so I really like this end result. There's 4 trunks, and that's totally fine because at the top here we've got this beautiful shape. I apologize, I can't get any further from it than I can because here's the end of my backyard, my gate. So but yeah, I think it looks fantastic. Now you can see this created a ton of planting space. Yes, you can see brown leaves everywhere, and yes, it is only end of September in North Texas. A lot of these trees have gone under heat stress. You know, these trees back here, they're in major heat stress, so they're losing leaves like crazy. And so we're seeing leaves down here like this. It usually isn't like this at the end of September, but it is what it is. And I just wanted to show you really quick. One thing I do have already here that I thought died, this is my little quick fire. It totally died in the heat, I thought, but look, it was still alive in the roots and it's pushing out new growth. So I'm super happy about that. I had to be careful when I was planting this, or I had to be careful when I was trimming this because I think I may have stepped on it once, but I think it's okay. So I want to keep that little guy. He's a survivor. Good job, buddy. And now I have all of this other space to plant part shade plants that I come across. There's going to be stuff on clearance in the fall, I'm sure. So I'm going to keep my eye out for a lot of part shade plants, actually, because I have another part shade garden bed that is a brand new garden bed in my side garden. That one I want to be more cottagey, and so I'm going to keep it to like maybe an oak leaf hydrangea and maybe some cottagey type of things. But this one, I can just kind of plant whatever I want to back here. So that's exciting. So there you have it. This is how you create a tree form Sunshine Ligustrum. And like I said, I really could have just kept this one main branch that's the biggest one. I could have done that, but then I would have completely changed the shape and the size of this canopy, and I didn't really want to do that. I didn't want to change the shape, so I left, you know, all of the main branches, and that's what I did. But if you wanted this to just have one trunk, you absolutely could have just cut off all of this and that one back there and left this main one right here and started, you know, with whatever that canopy would have looked like. It would have eventually filled out if you have the patience for it. But I just didn't want to do that at this time. So there you have it. Isn't that a beautiful Sunshine Ligustrum tree form? Thank you everyone for watching. Bye-bye.